Just unexpected weather events these last few days kind of put us through the ringer.
Winter driving can be very hazardous and downright scary, especially for some spots in the Red River Valley right now. Good evening and thanks for joining us.
And while the snow may be cleared off some roads, it's the stuff underneath the snow you should be worrying about. Icy conditions can cause trouble for drivers, and getting your car out of the ditch and back onto the road can certainly be a pain. Valley News team Giovanna Simic shows us the dangers of winter driving and explains how you can avoid a crash.
With winter comes snow, and with snow comes bad road conditions, which can lead to accidents. That is what happened to Michael Frailing today.
We were driving, we got rear-ended in the back when sliding down, and just got stuck in a little snow pass over here.
What happened to Frailing is not uncommon. So far, we've had a mild winter, but even though we have been fortunate this winter season, tow truck driver Nick Grossman says there are still plenty of trouble spots that make driving a challenge.
Out in open areas where the wind is blowing the snow across the roads a little bit to make it a little slicker out there, and even in town, the intersections are slippery.
The snow, ice, and cold temperatures make it difficult for drivers to maintain vehicle control. Slowing down, using your seatbelt, and increasing the distance between you and the car in front can help. But accidents still occur.
Doesn't matter how fast you're driving, you can still end up in a nice spot, black ice, and end up in a wreck or in a ditch.
Just today, Grossman had to help 10 different people who were either stuck in snow or involved in an accident. He adds this tip for drivers during bad weather months.
Biggest thing is just don't get distracted while you're driving. You know, stay off your phones, stop texting and driving, stuff like that, and slow down a little bit. And if you just use patience, and you'll get to where you want to be, safe.
Being prepared is the best way to stay safe for whatever Mother Nature throws at you. Giovanna Simic, Valley News Live.
Now, there are some difficult road conditions around the region. Taking a look first off in the North Dakota side of things, all along Interstate 29, there are reports of scattered ice. That continues to the west until you get to Devil's Lake to the north, Jamestown to the south. Then it's scattered snow drifts. Let's take a look now in Minnesota, where it's clear for the most part in and around the Moorhead to Barnesville area along I-94. Keep an eye out for slippery conditions as well. Otherwise, it's clear or partially covered roads. Now, if you want to take a better look at these maps, just head to our website, valleynewslive.com. Click on the Weather tab, then Road Conditions.
A local man got a phone call claiming he won 2 prizes, but now he's afraid that he's been scammed. Robert Potasic was told that he won 2 gift cards and that he needed to pay $10 for shipping. He agreed and gave them the debit card numbers, but he also agreed to pay for identity theft protection and another service. The Better Business Bureau says he won't get those gift cards, and offers like this are always trouble.
Generally speaking, I don't think of myself as being dumb and naive, but it caught me off guard. Shouldn't have. They are smooth. They seem to know. They're professionals at it, I guess. Professional thieves.
Potasic canceled his debit card, which the Better Business Bureau says is the smart thing to do, adding never pay for prizes or give out your information over the phone. Now, Potasic contacted us through our whistleblower hotline. If you need investigating an issue in your community, do the same. Call us at 701-237-6576 and leave your tip.
The University of North Dakota's Dean of Education and Human Development has resigned after an investigation found him failing to comply with the school's code of conduct. A UND spokesperson says the investigation revealed Robert Hill talked to employees about having sexual intercourse with his wife in several scenarios, among other incidents. Hill has been placed on paid administrative leave until November 3rd. Since November 3rd, his resignation now is effective December 31st. We have the full investigative report of Hill online. Just go to our website, valleynewslive.com, and click on this story.
Terror attacks at home and abroad have reignited fears of attacks on U.S. soil. Members of Congress are concerned about those entering the U.S. from some of our most trusted countries. With 38 countries participating in easier travel through the visa waiver program, there's a known threat people coming in with a European passport will with secret radical ties. Now it looks like the first steps to strengthening the program will be made. Legislation has been folded into the end-of-the-year spending bill that would require greater scrutiny for those who visited places like Syria and Iraq within the last 5 years. Virginia Senator Mark Warner says strict legislation, including additional fingerprinting and identity checks, didn't make it into the bill, but a similar piece did.
Law enforcement professionals and intelligence professionals have said we're vulnerable, and they say we need to close this loophole. And then if there are ways that we need to come back and even further improve it, we'll take a look at that next year.
The U.S. Travelers Association worries that Warner's plan would deter travelers from these participating countries. Many who support America's tourism and trade, they're supportive of the current bill.
Big night for moviegoers, and if you plan on going to the new Star Wars movie, a heightened sense of security in movie theaters might have you changing your wardrobe plans.
In the wake of recent theater shootings, Valley News Team's Cornelius Hawker went to tonight's premiere in Fargo, where the theater is making sure that every Jedi and Princess Leia feels safe and comfortable.
It just brings me back to my childhood, growing up with Star Wars toys, and with the other movies coming out, it was just, imagination was huge.
For Anthony Yannick, bringing his little brother Hayden Gibbon to the premiere of Star Wars The Force Awakens was a no-brainer. Like many theaters across the country, Century Cinema says they want people to enjoy the experience of seeing Star Wars, but they have to maintain a safe environment. They sent out this friendly list telling people how they could best enjoy the movie without bothering other people. Yannick says he's glad his little brother Hayden can watch the movie in a safe environment. He also says his friends that were going to dress up paid attention to the no mask and no gun rule.
Most of my friends understood because of safety reasons. They just want to be able to see everyone's face.
Longtime Star Wars fan Casey Yuri, who came dressed as Anakin Skywalker, says he was the only person in his group of friends that dressed up from head to toe, but if the rule hadn't been in place, his friends might have as well.
They probably would have, I do have a couple masks, but since you can't bring them, they couldn't wear them, so they probably would have worn masks with the regular clothes, but since you can't do that, you can't.
However, both Yuri and Yannick say Star Wars fans aren't the type of people to get upset at something, in the long run, that's truly insignificant.
I understood completely. It's just safety reasons.
Cornelius Hawker, Valley News Live.
Now, there are plenty of time slots to check out the movie for showings. Go to valleynewslive.com and look for this story. As many took to the theaters tonight, a recent study says parents are 80% more concerned about their child seeing sex scenes compared to 64% concerned over violence. Now, here's what some parents in the Valley think.
Me personally, it would be violence. Sex, I don't think, should be brought upon kids until they're of age.
I would rather see neither.
Okay. Why?
Because it's giving the kids the wrong impression that violence is right, sex is right at any age, at any time.
A quarter of the parents in the study also felt that PG-13 movies weren't appropriate for the F word, but parents on the East Coast and urban areas did feel it was okay. If you want to see more on this study, click on this story at valleynewslive.com.
Here's a wonderful tradition in the Fargo-Moorhead area, holiday music. It's the daily noon-hour theater organ concerts at the Fargo Theater. They've been up there for 36 years at this historic venue, and Fargo's Lance Johnson has been a mainstay and performer for many, if not most, of those concerts. The concerts are free, though you're asked to bring a non-perishable food item from the food bank. They continue tomorrow at noon and on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.